Hi guys, in today's short video I want to introduce Haiyaa Lenticular pattern designing. I will step by step to introduce the designing of the lenticular pattern. In order to clearly introduce, I made a PPT. This PPT has 4 topics. The first topic is about the basic features of lenticular pattern designing. The second topic is about how to import the variable or fixed vector image as a watermark. The third topic is about how to write a clip path in Lua format. Lua is a file format to crop the pattern. The fourth topic and the last topic is where to get lenticular film and what LPI we suggest. Before we start, there are one point I need to mention. The first point is, since Haiyaa variable lenticular image model is an optional module, that is must be working with Haiyaa VariPrint, our flagship VDP software. So if you need to use variable lenticular image model, you need to buy 2 components. One is Haiyaa VariPrint, our VDP software. Another is Haiyaa variable lenticular image module. And the second point, you can download Haiyaa VariPrint demo version from our website, but the demo version doesn't include Haiyaa variable lenticular image module. If you want to test lenticular feature, you need to ask us for a trial license or special license with software dongle. Okay, at the very beginning, I suggest you to print Haiyaa lenticular calibration target file on your printer first to see if this pattern is working or not working on your printer. If you found it is working, you can find the best effect parameters you can see on the screen, like the number of layers. Because Haiyaa can support 4 layers, you can choose the number of layers, and line weight, because Haiyaa lenticular image is composed with lines, so you need to choose the line weights and the rotation angle. This is the parameters that can be used in the real job designing. You can see on the screen, we have a pincher, rotate in different angle. You can see the different watermark come out. Okay, before demonstration, I do some preparation. I made 2 vector images. Here is A and C using third-party software, because I want to introduce how to crop the pattern. So here you can see a Lua format, circle clip path file. And the third is data file, because Haiyaa do variable printing job. So here SN is A001, 002 is a variable content, and X coordinate, Y coordinate is used to show how to input the vector image in different location of the pattern. And the circle 1, circle 2, circle 3, circle 4 is used to show the content of each cropped lenticular pattern is changing, is variable. Let's go to the first point. I will introduce the basic features about the lenticular pattern designing. Let's do the quick start. After installation Haiyaa VariPrint, if your dongle can support lenticular image, you don't need to do any setting change. You can get pattern image with 1 layer. I open the software to show you. It's a VariPrint interface. New a project, open database. There's many buttons. This button used to create or generate lenticular image. I click this controller, drag a box. You can see on the screen, it's a 1 layer. You see the default layer count, layer number is 1, and the current layer is 1. Double click, you can input a fixed or and the variable number into it. You can change the font type or font size. Print out, print to desktop, give a name. Open the output. You can see the lenticular image is here. It's a quick start. Here I open the example to introduce some special setting. I open a demo file. For example, the first, we have 3 layers. Of course, for special use, you can choose 1 or 2. But if you want to hide the watermark in the pattern, I suggest you use 3 layers at least. 4 layer a little bit darker. This pattern I using 3 layers. Then I choose the first layer to start to design, set the parameter. The first, very important, you choose the line width or line size. Here I choose 0.01 or 0.03. Which parameter to use? As I introduce you the better to print our target file at first. You print it out and to see the best parameter effect. If you found that this pattern has good result, you can choose this parameter to set. Go back. Here is the line size and line width, and the line type is solid. The bold color means line color. Default is black. Of course, you can choose another color. For example, you can choose cyan, magenta. Yellow is too light. I don't suggest to use. If you use a spot color to print, you can input a spot color name here. Our lenticular image pattern can support the spot color. Then you choose font type and the font size. Then important is here, rotate angle. We support these different rotate angles. How to choose depend on your target file printing effect. Then you choose the density. That means the LPI. You must using this LPI matching with the lenticular film in the future. I choose 100 because I found 100 is easily to read the watermark. Then for designing, I show no display. I open the database, double click to enter the variable in this window. So the first layer is variable test data. No display or display is only for designing, will not impact the final output. For example here, it's the first layer. Then you can go to the second layer to do another setting. I go back to the PPT. Setting for each layer, line weight or line size. How much number you need to choose? In the example, I choose 0.01. Actually, you can choose based on your printer's resolution. 25.4 divided by the printer resolution. Here 0.03, 0.01 is okay, less is okay. Your printer resolution is 600 divided, you can get 0.04 or less. So it's a line size or line weight. Second is texture rotation angle. In the example, here is the rotation angle. We found the printer screening angle will affect the final effect. So you need to print the target file at first. And the third is the density or API. Different layer can use the same LPI or different API, depending on your choice. But mostly use the same LPI because finally you just use one LPI lenticular film to read. It's easy. And the pattern color, this one, lenticular. Here is the border color, is a lenticular final color, the pattern color. And the multiple layer setting. First, the layer count, the layer number. Then you choose what the current layer you want to design. For multiple layer setting, I suggest you to form different layers in right angle, 90 degree, or grid them 45 degree. That means the watermark hitting the pattern is difficult to read. Okay, this is a basic setting of each layer. Then I will tell you how to do the watermark test content. The test content can be rotated. A multiple line setting means fit to frame. Okay, first I will introduce how to rotate the watermark. I open a demo file, just the one layer. The key setting is here. It's about the rotation of the watermark test. The first parameter is the rotation angle. Here I input 30 degree. You can see the 30 degree. You can also set offset 5x direction and y direction. For example, I change the y direction offset. You can see the pattern move down. So this is the setting about the watermark test. It's print out. You can get these kinds of pattern. Multiple lines is when your variable data, the characters is dynamic. Some data has 5 characters, some data has 10 characters. You want to put in one line. In this situation, you want one line. You can choose fit to frame option, this one. Multiple line test display. The default is true. That means you allow multiple lines. If you choose the false, that means fit to frame. You can get fit to frame effect. Okay, this is a basic feature about lenticular pattern designing. The next point, I will introduce how to input the variable or fixed vector image as a watermark. The first I'll show you the vector image A like this, C like this. I'll open the demo file. The first one is combine 3 layers together. So here you can see the 3 layers. The final output is like this. I separate these 3 layers. You can see different layer. Not only the pattern is changed, but also the pattern position is changed. I will show you how to design. I choose this pattern. This pattern used to put a vector image. Go to the vector PDF configure. Here, design a vector image and save to final PDF file. Note to flatten the PDF file and merge the paths as much as possible. It's very important because we can read it clearly. Actually, we read the paths. Then, using the vector PDF configure to import this one. We choose this one and click here. I make it ready. So you can input the variable data. Here is the A vector image, X coordinate here. This A image, this C image, A image, the X coordinate and Y coordinate. We put the field name here because the variable, the position is variable, and the data is for A. Of course, you can make it variable. Here, variable, no problem. If you're using the one layer variable content, you can change the name in variable data. Then end. Finish. Then I click another layer. Another layer is input C vector image. The same way, this is C X coordinate and a C Y coordinate is a variable. And this is C PDF file. So you can see the C vector image imported in different location. They're finished. When you print out, you can see different pattern. It is always used like the polymer or some special or security document to use. It's another security usage. The third slide, I will talk about how to crop the pattern. Some customer want to crop the pattern. How to do this job? The first, we need to prepare a Lua format script file. Here I made an example. Lua, you can use Notepad to open. So here I choose 2 Lua path file. Here is for circle. 10 means the radius, and the radius rotation is 330. Very simple. Of course, we have another Lua format file like this. The position is this one, the first position, X coordinate, Y coordinate, and 52, 0 as this point. Then from this one to this one, using the second line, 52, 0, 52, 0 to 52, 22, 22. So the first, we need to prepare a Lua format script file. But here I want to mention this path should be closed. We read the path and import this path to cut the pattern. Then I will tell you how to input this path file. I have an example. For example, I using a drag box. Then double click to input the variable data. This one is variable data like this. You can using X displacement and Y displacement to move the text. How to crop the pattern using image clip path. Image clip path. The pattern using image clip path to import the Lua format. Image clip path. Here, circle Lua format script file. Open it, then print out. You can see. One of customers asked us before they want this effect using the lenticular image, but just one layer. Like. Then I go to the last point, where to get the lenticular film. What LPI we suggest? For easily use, you can use image setter to print a lenticular film. It is easy, but after our testing, it is without good effect. I suggest you to buy a ready-made lenticular film. Although it has limited standard specification like 70, 74, 100 LPI, but has good effect. Important, this ready-made lenticular film is very cheap, so I recommend. You can check e-commerce platform like Taobao for more detailed information. Upon our testing, we suggest 100 LPI. Of course, you can choose 161 LPI. It's also okay, but a little bit darker. If your printer resolution is very high, you can choose 161. Okay, that's the end of this video. If you have interest in Haiyaa Lenticular image feature, don't hesitate to contact with us for live demonstration. Thanks for your watching.